Good morning, students. Yesterday, what we found that after 36 hours on 4th January 1977, the narrator and his team first got some time to eat. And what they ate? Narrator told, Mary found some corned beef and cracker biscuit, and we ate our first meal in almost 2 days. Just think, on 2nd January at 6 p.m., the huge wave hit Wave Walker, and they had their lunch around 12 or 1 o'clock. And after the hitting of the wave, there was no time to eat. So almost after 2 days, they first ate only some corned beef and some cracker biscuits. But our respite was short-lived. They didn't get enough time for relaxation. At 4 p.m., black clouds began building up behind us. Within the hour, the wind was back to 40 knots and the seas were getting higher. The weather continued to deteriorate throughout the night, and by dawn on January 5, our situation was again desperate. That means, again their condition became precarious. So, what they thought that they might be alive to reach Isle Amsterdam, the chances became quite slim. Now find here. This is the most vital portion. How the motivation come. How the children react. I told you that the name of the story, We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together. It was propagated by the youngest member of the ship, Jonathan, 6 years old. In which position it was uttered? Now find. When I went to comfort the children, John said. John asked, Daddy, are you going to die? This is just like a harpoon in a father's heart. His son is asking, Daddy, are you going to die? A dad, he can shed his own life to save his children. And here he is hearing from his son, who is quite innocent. Daddy, are you going to die? I tried to assure him that we could make it. But Daddy, he went on, we aren't afraid of dying if we can all be together. You, Mommy, Sue, and I. Why are we afraid of dying? Because after death, we may lose everyone. But if we find that everyone is with us, we have no fear of the alien. I could find no words with which to respond. Just feel the father's feeling. I could find no words with which to respond, but I left the children's cabin determined to fight the sea with everything I had. To protect the weakened starboard side, I decided to heave to, with the undamaged porthole facing the oncoming waves, using an improvised sea anchor of heavy nylon rope and two 22-liter plastic barrels of paraffin. That evening, Mary and I sat together, holding hands. As the motion of the ship brought more and more water in through the broken planks. We both felt the end was very near. So, for the last couple of hours, how much we get, we must sit hand in hand to enjoy the last part of our life.